Nice. Nice. How do I do this? Hi, Grant. How are you? I still haven't decided Twitch or YouTube. Started last. Oh my gosh, I actually inspired somebody. Holy cow. Jevin? Congratulations for starting. Turn on the chat. Boop. So, yeah, Grant, I'm like not helping with online testing, but I was working on the document and then I just kind of like got busy with other things. But I got the we finalized that press release. Like I actually haven't done any VE testing, and because I'm still with Anchorage, and I just haven't like applied for anything else because I've gone off to do other things like YouTube Hamfest. I wonder if you can like Google that yet. No, it's just a. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Is it mine? Nice.
Bummed that Hamvention isn't happening.
I gotta
this
run
year.
through this real quick.
Yeah, so are we.
Just like you, we were looking forward to seeing all the new radios.
Antennas,
ham radio toys,
Seeing all the industry folks.
learning new skills, and
getting the latest information on our hobby.
We were also looking forward to seeing other creators.
And having a beer or two.
or maybe a little crown.
Yeah, we were bummed.
But we came up with an idea.
We're getting together live.
But
Right.
isolated,
And we want to bring you the latest.
The greatest.
and the largest virtual ham radio show ever attempted.
Ever.
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 ever!
On Saturday, May 16th, 2020.
Join all of us YouTubers.
As we gather live on each of our channels.
And bring you everything new,
Cool.
And amazing in ham radio technology.
Join me.
Join me.
And me.
And
Some of these
guys.
All day Saturday
Along with
All of us.
for the YouTubers Hamfest. We'll see you there, okay, guys? Later.
So yeah, come and check us out on the YouTubers Hamfest. That's one of the things I've been working on. Another thing I've been working on is laundry and making sourdough. I made such an epic bread today. I've got to show you a picture. I was making sourdough, which probably is not as important as oh yeah, look at that. Oh, that is hot. Not as important as ham radio testing, but I mean, you gotta have balance in life. I messed this up so bad, like the last like couple hours of it, like actually cooking it. I followed these instructions from Bon Appetit, and I think I still have a splinter from me trying to pull this like little black speck off. But I like plopped it onto a counter, and then I realized, oh, I need parchment paper, and then I got some parchment paper and scooped it up and put it on there, and then I realized, and I put it in a Dutch oven pot that was preheated, and then I realized it didn't score it, so I got out a knife and went chop, made this cut, and then these like cute little decorative cuts. Completely pasted it, covered it in flour, and it was very good. It's not as tangy as I thought it should be. I've been working on a starter for quite a while, so but it was so good. It's so crispy. Never made sourdough like that before. So another thing I want to ramble on it. Well, actually, let's just check
Filming
out
a reality show about
Modern Ham.
It's kind of silly.
So he's been streaming. He streams every Sunday, and I feel bad for kind of taking his block, but I don't think we have too much overlap. I only have 0 viewers right now, so it'd be so cool if I had a radio in here to actually make contact with him. But doesn't look like he's
I'm looking over.
talking. He's just talking to the chat. So I've seen a couple people do live, not live, but do YouTube videos of their contacts together. It's pretty cool. I don't know why I'm like, oh, did I tweet yet? No, I didn't tweet. Gotta tweet. How to learn. Oh man. Chatting. What categories should this be? Because it's okay. I'm just chatting right now, but Morse code in the scope of Twitch is like science and technology. So, educational. Sure. Done. Not like that really helps anything. It's just nitpicking. So I tweeted. Got some notifications. We've got and so I mentioned earlier the press release is released. So stuff that me and Marcel, Nick, and Lucky225 Richard have written to kind of develop or showcase the process of which and some of the successes that we've had with remote testing. It's been pretty great. Like I said earlier, I've kind of gotten out of touch with the main core of people. I think Norm Goodkin has been doing like a lot of the work actually testing. Like he runs, or in part runs, the GLARG, the Los Angeles area VEC, and they've apparently tested some 100 people so far, administered over 100 individual exams, and they are one examinee at a time, because in Zoom the requirement we kind of like came up with is you have to be able to only, basically, if you have more than one person on at once, then you run the issue of like more than one examinee. You run the issue of like those examinees like interfering with each other. Like if an examinee has a question or something, they can't be muted to the other examinee because the VE still have to hear them. They can't turn their volume down on their speakers because the VE still have to talk to them in case they need to say something or whatever. So we're working, mostly Richard is working on examtools.org, which can't really show much from here without a login, but it's the way that you actually administer it. It generates exam, it lets you take the exam, sort of like almost like a Google form, but way more modern and better, and automatic, and then it automatically grades the exam, takes care of a lot of things, and so we're integrating trying to look into integrating things like video conferencing and document signing directly in exam tools. So, and I think that's what we've gotten to this point. So you can go to this web URL or check out my Twitter or Marcel's Twitter for like the latest information on that. So if you go to, if you want to get a license, you have to go to hamstudy.org/sessions, and so there are all kinds of sessions happening, as well as like New England Amateur Radio is doing invitation only. I can't tell if it's remote or what, but the other ones are remote, like GLARG. So, oh right. Ooh. Have a solid show. My shows are always so solid. And this is not right. Day 45. Why doesn't the description automatically update? There we go. Is it day 45? It's day 45. I've not been using the regular like events. I've just been going stream now, but I don't know. And then I'm like in this dilemma of like whether or not to use Twitch or just YouTube or both or whatever. I've been watching like way too much. Way too many people talk about it. But I don't hardly have any audience, so it's not really something I should worry about at all. So I got the 7300 hooked up. I actually have an antenna on it, if you will. But it's just for picking up noise. Like, sure it's not transmitting, and then I open up Iambic Master, which is over here, to make sure it's at 25 words per minute. I've been really struggling with like the HS, anything that like requires kind of a long press. Like L is the perfect solution, or perfect example. I keep turning my L's into R's. So, but we've done a lot of sending practice, so I'm going to try to mash out some receiving practice. And what was I going to do? Do some word training. Let's do CW abbreviations. Maximum letters 5. And a speed of 25 by 15. Characters 630. Okay. All looks good to me. Vert. See you. Like, see you later. WRD. Huh, what's that? Country. LTR, not LTL. Thanks. Fur. I don't know, what was that? Hours? KN. No, that wasn't that. CMG, what is that? CLD. I'm just like PSE. That's one's most commonly used. I'm trying to know what these abbreviations are, but I can't. CMG. I know this is probably cloud hours. This is a special pro sign that means basically you send this at the end of your transmission, but you're leaving it only open up for a response from the intended recipient. So like in a net, you call somebody, say their call sign, and then you type KN, and that means, okay, you, the call sign, ready for your comeback. But if you say K, it's not the N, then it's just a generic kind of, okay, this is the end of my transmission, basically opens up to everyone. That's my understanding. Fix my thing really quick. Yeah. Gotta get that view. Peas. That's please. That was long. Oh. I'm really bad at CW. Shortwave listener. DR, not DL. Nope. Wrong. The last one was TT, but I don't know what that stands for, but I put MM because I guess two T's make an M. Like, I should have. That's basically an M, but with a lot of spacing. But I don't know what TT stands for. Question mark. Repeat. Nope. Say. CUD. URS, not ULS. I keep messing up L and R. L, R. You know, because it's only differs by one dit, so. YL's young lady. Sig is signal. Da 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 da. That was NW, but I don't know what that stands for. Good morning, GM. TTS. I don't know what that stands for either. Something something something. In something something. Hey. And got distracted something something. I still can't figure out what this says. I'm drawing a blank.
You hungry?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to eat tonight. Info is what that said. I was just distracted at that time, so. New attempt. Let's try Q codes. It should be pretty easy because they all start with Q. I just need to know 2 letters. QS. No, wrong already. What? Da 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 da. QRV. Finally got one right. QRP. Low power. QRZ. QT. Was that QT? QTR. QSL. Roger that. QSY. Change frequency. QRU. I don't know. QRN. Natural noise. QRA. I think that means like, I don't know. QSB. Fading. Like I'm faded. Q something something. QSV. Don't know what that means. QRH. QRY. No, QRQ. There was a X in there. QRX. QR something. No, QSL? No, QSP. What the heck is that? That's also not QSL. Gosh. Again. QRT. Whew. QS. Oh, conversation. QRO. It's high power. QTH, not S. It's location. This one was QRG. I forgot what that one means. QRK. QRS. So what were all these things? They are Q codes. Q codes are a shortening of oh god, this website. Why does it even drop the chat? I'm so sorry for this website. But this is what ham radio looks like on the internet. It's Comic Sans, bright ugly colors, GIFs like that literally somebody took probably 5 days to make in some esoteric software that's like 30 years old. Weird background. It's just whatever. But anyway, a Q code is a shortening, and it's especially used in CW and specifically CW nets, where a lot of the question and answers are basically done through QR codes. And basically, if a Q signal is a question, if it's followed up by a question mark, so like trying to do that question mark, and that means should I send faster or must I send faster? But if it's without a question mark, that means send faster. You're trying to basically request. And then other ones are like these telegram things, number relays, QSV. Shall I send a series of V's? Send a series of V's. And a lot of these are long integrated. Like we don't send telegrams, but they have been kind of modified for traffic handling. Telegrams are still technically now called radiograms, and they're used pretty frequently, mostly for a training and for fun kind of point of view. Like every new ham usually gets a radiogram of some type, of some words, but they're a lot less used than most. These ones next to stars are the most common. So QRL means, are you busy? That actually is used to ask if the frequency is in use. So QRL, you send on the frequency that you're trying to contact, and that basically asks the frequency in use, and then somebody replies. That means it's in use, or they'll send RR, which is like Roger, Roger, aka yes, the frequency is in use. Hey Kyle, you should meme this website. I just looked up Q codes and it's just giving me eye cancer, but I mean, it's also a little bit nostalgic because of course a ham radio website looks like this. One of the most common Q codes has to be QSL, which means I roger that, essentially. Where is it on here? QST, QSL. Can you acknowledge receipt? I am acknowledging receipt. It's a long form of what I just sent. RR, meaning Roger, Roger. QSL just means I copied your something. QME. QME is... Nope, it wasn't. That means, shall I send memes? I shall send memes. We should make a new list of Q codes for, you know, there's this whole list of Q codes that were made for coronavirus. But I don't know if somebody's written it down. I think Neil Rapp has been doing some things. Let me try Google. On his live show every Thursday. Oh, here we go. He will send some of these. So these are not actually used, but you know, people make up Q codes because why not? QLD, I am locked down. Dang it. There we go. QUA, I am quarantined. So, you know, I am observing social distancing. And you'll notice like some of these Q codes kind of have a relationship with like their actual meaning, like, and by that I mean they have no relationship with their actual meaning. They have absolutely no connection to what it's being, what is being sent and what it actually means. Like maybe SD means signals distinct. Maybe let's see, I'm just trying to like draw lines where there are none. There really aren't any. So, but in fake ones, it's, you know, QHG, need a hug. But like honestly, you could like literally just come up with a random 3-letter character in QTP. It's a good one. I have toilet paper. Want to trade for a new car? It's good. QVC. I want to be... That's not a Q code, though. Q meme. See, Kyle, you were onto something. This person doesn't know that Q codes are only 3 characters long, so QME is the perfect addition to Q codes. I'm so freaking thirsty, man. Why does my YouTube suck? So, ideally, I want to learn these at a fast rate. Let's go to 25 by 25. And try to work on the buffer of like that receive buffer, as well as just kind of like, honestly, I wish I could get down to like the 7 most used or 10 most used Q codes instead of like all these random ones that no one ever uses or I will never use personally. Do I sound like monotonic and nasally? Just let me know in the chat. I guess I should turn the chat on. Let's give this a run through. Wrong. QRG. QRO. QTR. Dang it. I did it again. QST. Dang it! QSO. QRN. Oh, I mistyped. QSA. QRT. QTH, that's location. QRX. QRL. QRV. QSA, QSB. Q, just like gone off in Superland. QSL. What am I doing? QSY? H, not L. What? QRI. That's a weird one. QRS. QSV. QR something. Say that again. QRA. Missed it. QSP. QRQ. QRU. QRK. Weird. QRM. A little better. So it's not, I don't have too much of a problem at the higher speed, like the full speed for like these short little things, just because I have a, that's about the limit of my buffer. My mental buffer is what I've been calling it, right? So I don't think I should ever really go back to code groups. I mean, maybe occasionally, but like at this point I've gotten to the point where like most things are words, so maybe I should, yeah, this is what I should do. Call sign training. I haven't done call sign training in a while. Fixed speed. Forgot how to do this. 25 words per minute. Speed of 25 words per minute, and then character speed slowed down. 630 hertz. Start. So the trick here, this is going to be hard, super hard, is not typing anything at all, and then typing it down once I've fully got it. So it's going to be a lot of repeats. Got it. Shit, that was long. All right. It was only 5 digits long. Such a wimp. Let me change the settings again, because this is too fast. I need to set this to 25 and this to 16. Yeah, that's better, I think. Bummer. I really hate the number 6. I got the prefixes EA. I know that's Spain. Ooh, I messed that up. I mistyped like a dummy. Nope. What is that? P? PY2. PY2 New York. Oh, come on. As far as I get. Dang it. Alright. Struggling too hard on this. Time to slow our way down. I mean, it's good to struggle hard, but I can see that I need some help. Got him. See? Much better now. DL question mark. Dang it. It was 1. I don't need to repeat. It just like really has to churn. Got him. What? 9? Ugh. Okay, 3, 2, BEI. Yes. Nice. Start her over. Cool. SM0 November Zulu Zulu. CP. Huh. close. I wish it would like, I wish it would start you out with a score of like 10 points, and then for every repeat, maybe for every second, like it goes down by 1 until it gets to 0, or something like that. So you can actually see like, oh, you took your dear time, and it also gives you a bonus for like getting like, you know, getting things off at on the first try. This is making me really want to do Morse Runner and integrate it with N1MM and a keyer. But I don't think this has like WinKey. I know it has N1MM integration, but I haven't played with that yet. Maybe I should do a video on that because it's a pretty recent thing. I wonder if anyone has. I've noticed this thing on, let me open up like a private window so it doesn't read my cookies. If you go to YouTube and you type ham radio, so like it's kind of an interesting state of ham radio. Like what is ham radio? Well, if the first link is a survival channel, the second link is an actual like ham radio like guy. The third link, now ham radio crash course isn't a survivalist or prepper, but it is fancied by many preppers, and you know it's a big audience of not survivalists and preppers. Yeah. The fourth video is tech quickie, but like if you look through the screen, survival, and that's about it. It's Becky Stern. That's awesome. Black pilled. I'm imagining that's some kind of thing. There are quite a lot of like, if you look at ham radio on YouTube, it's really like observed and talked about by many survivalists and preppers, which is normal. Ham radio is a thing that would save your butt in an emergency, especially communications disaster. And I guess I'm probably digressing too much because there's like many other operators on here, but like it's predominantly like in the top 10, like survivalism and preppers come up like way more often, like at a very high amount, which is probably just the state of things. I've never been too fond of that. Like ham radio is a really fun pastime, and it rubs me kind of the wrong way when a prepper gets their license and then sets their radio down and like never picks it up, and then shit hits the fan, and then they're like totally unprepared because like they never use their radio. But hopefully like these guys doing like the prepper shows and are showing them like ham radio is not just getting a radio and letting it go. Like in fact, this top one has Hashnassi like right
realize
there.
It's not that difficult.
So they actually like talk about what the actual like aspects of ham radio are. So anyway, I was getting at N1MM Morse Runner. Let's see. Yeah, some people who have Windows XP 7 years ago. I thought this was, what the frick, man? I thought this was like a super recent development, but this is like 12 years ago. Oh man. Oh, auto hotkey. I see.
Available. The difference between those two is with
no,
WPX competition, it's telling me. Oh, gotta wait.
K7OG, blah blah blah. So I guess it was like kind of hacked together. This guy doesn't really show like how he actually has done it. He just shows it does, and it looks like it's just a text like copy paste, and it might be auto hotkey. Honestly, that was the thing back in the day. Back in the day, it's 2007. Wow, DX Commander did this video on 6 years ago. I had no idea it was a thing. Like not more than a year ago. It's crazy. But there has to be a more recent update. Upload date. Virtual reality contest. Are these ThinkPad keyboards? What in the good Lord? Hams, what are we doing? Single operator 2 radio using Morse runner on both of them. That is some speed. That's 8 years ago? 7 years ago? So there hasn't been any videos on it. So I know if you open N1MM. Oh, hi cat. Cat just chilling in my window. That means I should get views, right? So if I open N1MM. Actually, let me get rid of this private browser. Topics, how to videos, support radios, contests. Search. Why is this such an unusual search? All of these? Any of these? This exact. Great. Oh, there we go. The configurer. Okay, here we go. Checking this option enables a simulated contest using an integrated Morse runner module. Okay, so if I go to N1MM and I'm in the configurer, which is configure, and I click around score reporting, antennas, mode control, digital modes, other. Morse runner mode right here. Okay. Downloading Morse runner. So it integrates Morse runner into the actual system. You don't have to use the external Morse runner, which I'm going to close because I'm sure that'll be a conflict. N1MM is downloading Morse runner call database. This is a large file. Large file. It may take 1 minute. Stick my gigabit to it and see what happens. Oh, cool. So current contest must be CQ this or CQ that. Interesting. QRM, QRN, QSB. Duration 1 minute. Mute when sending? No. Activity level 2. Okay. If you are not starting Morse runner, if you do not want to use Morse runner, then you must disable Morse runner mode and configure. I need to change the contest to by open, no, yeah, no, new log, open log, new log, no, yeah, new log, CQ, WPX, CW, is that the one of the supported one? Oh, for crying out loud. CQ, WPX, yeah, and single out, blah, 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 I don't care about any of this. Tools, config, Morse runner, other, Morse runner mode. Okay, cool. It knows it's on the right one, so I'm going to add in all of the struggles, make this not go forever, lower the activity, click start. I'm not a real radio, guys. So when I click, oh wow, this is QRL. Okay, yeah. You have to run. Morse runner is running, not Morse searching and pouncing. Somebody's already there. What the heck? How do I send? Oh, well, maybe it is more search and pounce. Oh God, what? I don't think it's interesting. What if I just like pile all over them. There's a pile up. Like, screw this. How do I change frequency? I don't want this anymore. 14295. 14200. You can't escape it. You can't just like move. God, I can never. I'm so far from contesting. I don't even like know what's being sent right now. Like WA. Nope. There needs to be a window for Morse runner settings. Where even is the config? Is there any, like, what else does it say? The audio frequency changed. Simulated writ. Your band noise. Interesting. Yeah, this is too fast. But I did a video on how to set it up, so that's cool. Getting out of here. It's too hard. Do you really want to exit? Yes. Oh, neat. All right, so it's been about an hour, and I smell food, and it makes me realize that I'm kind of hungry, so I had a very low chat volume today. But c'est la vie. Sometimes it happens. So I think I'm done learning Morse code for tonight. Yeah, awesome. Got that, and we're done. All right, 73, you guys. I'm gonna make my streams vary as much as I can, consistent on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 7 p.m. Central, which is 51 minutes ago. So if this time works for you, check it out. I'm going to try to do Morse code as much as I can. Much as I can. There's no excuse to not do Morse code, honestly. But I'm just saying it might spice it up with some other things, like actually operating or being creative with ideas. BP2EIH, aka KD4SLM. Cool. Hope to hear you on the brands as well. I will try to get on the air actually using remote hams. I do have a 7300 right here, but like my backyard's over here, my front yard's over here. I've got this tree, but like I have a screen that I have to punch a hole through. Overthinking the whole thing as I normally do. So that's why I've been using remote radios mostly for ham radioing. But they always get like, I always get really nervous when I'm on remote hams, and it's like somebody pops into the chat or into the window down at the bottom of it, basically saying, "Can I have this radio now, please?" It's like, oh, I'm hogging it. Like, oh, it makes me feel bad. So it's just like weird. But such is life. Got a nice oh, I love this. Nice. Also 7300. Oh, cool. You'll be on 80 meters. I would be shocked if I'll ever have 80 meter capability at my own home because the noise is so bad. But see the cat? Oh, bye, cat. 40 meters is even pretty bad, but 20 on up is okay. And I'm sure 40 meters we could be able to have a connection. If you're at KD4 SLM, if you're at VP2, which is in Anguilla, it might be a little harder. So very cool, QRZ. Looks like you're super active. Way more active than me. Like, look at my little page. So very cool. So yeah, Antigua, Anguilla. I'm really struggling to pronounce it. Probably won't be able to make a connection from my place to yours because of all my noise, but maybe someday. So I'll catch you on the air. I'll say 73 to you, and we'll set up a skid at some point in the future. I will also do you the honors. I saw you on YouTube on the on that Google search, so I'll check you out. All right, see ya. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on Tuesday at 7 o'clock Central. Bye. And Got it. See ya.